seconds as this game, set, match, the shot, the denial, it goes all the way again overtime!
Yeah, you played Baltimore, so his honor went out.
Oh, well, yeah, I had something. I had to.
Look at Socket, playing in the middle,
Socket?
playing in the damage, going in revenge for their honey.
No way!
Play caller, Socket Wabe!
We do love all the players, even the ones we shit talk. We love you all. We love you all.
Look at Frank in there, in deep. Rain Boss has arrived. They're taking up all the damage. You can flew your...
We're winning the whole thing this year. Mark my words. EVU, Ohio, Purdue, Northwest, hey, every single one of you, get ready. Be locked in.
Why? Those don't go in. It goes off the sidebar.
So tiring and stressful, but no, I had so much fun. We met a lot of really great teams. And then we also bond as a team together.
Unified welcomes you to the following presentation of the Midwest Esports Conference. Here at the MEC, we partner with schools all over the Midwest to create premier gaming experiences. Welcome to the MEC. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to another one. It's your boy Speedy, speeding once again. Joining here for MEC, we're about to hop back into some more Rocket League content. I couldn't be more excited to be able to be joining here with you guys, and I got to introduce Lala here. Go ahead and say hi to the people.
Hey guys, my name is Lala. It's actually my second time casting ever, so chat, be gentle with me today, but I'm really glad I'm going to be doing this with Speedy today.
So we'll have Lala hitting the color. She'll be informing you guys on the overall story while I engage you in action-to-action, play-by-play, rapid-fire content. But without further ado, we're going to be seeing some people we've seen combat a multitude of times versus each other probably once in this bout so far. But we're looking at Simpson's University versus the Cornell College. We're going to see if Simpsons is once again able to bring the storm, the challenge, versus, are they the Rams? I believe they're the Rams. We're gonna go with that. We're going to hope that they're the Rams and we're not butchering their...
It looks like it.
We're not miscalling their mascot. We're gonna hope it's either the Rams or the Goats, and both pretty cool names, so we're gonna go with that. But if we have to, we can just go to just saying Cornell College or blue or orange side here. But the game's about to start. We're gonna see who's gonna get the kickoff. Are you excited, Lala?
I am super excited. We're already here kicking it off.
Beautiful. We already have a face forward as Jacob leads that kickoff there. Not able to push anything in. Simpsons is trying to start off strong, but immediately returned there by Cornell. Flux being a usual seed that we see to be able to push that ball back into a danger zone. And that was a beautiful pass there, able to be finished by Jacob.
Nice job, Simpsons. You got that goal, and we have that replay right here. And they made it right in. Solid goal.
High corner being one of the biggest weapons we've seen Jacob respond back to, but we are looking at J-Bolt and Forgetful. The last time we saw these guys going for it, they went back and forth like it was absolutely nothing. But as soon as I say anything, Jacob for another score.
Jacob's kind of on fire over here, as you can see. He made it in back to back. Let's see if Cornell... Go ahead.
You're good.
Let's see if Cornell can catch up here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be if Cornell can get some defensive prowess back for this offense we're seeing here. Definitely a more aggressive Simpsons we're seeing, but if they want to really bring the storm to these Rams, they're going to have to continue this pace. And it looks like they're just trying to make it happen off of that demo there on Barkey, trying to get something in almost for the double tap, but got the double crossbar, double ding. And we're still hitting up straight into Flux, trying to clear this ball back in the other direction, hopefully getting something for Cornell going. But Barkey putting it right back down center, trying to make sure that there's some type of combatantness going in this mid game. And we all know that the Simpsons are really good at trying to combat that mid game. So Barkey goes up for this to try and see if he can set something up. J-Bolt on the watch, able to stop it. Jacob was going for that pass, not able to get it. Gisoli able to follow up there, able to get it over Flux at the last second. Barkey for the set, J-Bolt for the clear, and that looks like a Flux push to be able to set something up, blocked it by Jacob, and we're going to see if there's any type of response that we can see that Cornell can respond to. Starting to see a more similar game to what we're seeing in Game 3 the last time we saw these two face off, where Cornell's kind of on the back foot to try and figure out the best way to defensively respond to how aggressive the Simpsons can play. Immediately, as I said, that Flux for the block off that top crossbar. Didn't get a ding there, but beautiful double up there, able to fully push that out of the goal. It looks like it was actually inside of it for a little bit, but not able to actually get this thing to fall. And that's still a Simpson score. Now looking at...
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing some really good defense by Cornell, kind of blocking those shots. And we're almost getting in there, but they're kind of fighting for this third point here.
2-0 is what we're looking at here. Still just a rally of shots and blocks from both Simpsons and Cornell's side. We're trying to see how they're gonna break this little 2-0 trend. Definitely looking at a more comfortable Simpsons gameplay here, still applying that storm pressure to try and see if there's anything they can do to mix this up and keep Cornell on the back foot. But it looks like Cornell is not going to go out without a fight, consistently switching and trying to get some type of shot or some type of pass to change how comfortable Simpsons is looking both in the air and competitively. And we looked like we had another shot there from the backcourt with Barkey.
Let's check out that replay. And it looks like Cornell was not able to defend that shot. Simpsons, we're going 3-0. Cornell, what is our response to that? Let's see in this next round.
I'm not 100% sure. Oh, by the way, I switch up accents every once in a while just to kind of keep you on your toes. So, I'm sorry if this is going to throw you for a loop, but here we are. And that's another shot off the back for Gisoli. No, Barkley. Sorry, Barkey.
Looks like I'm not only casting with Speedy today, but Simpsons is on fire. Let's see if they can keep it going here.
Yeah, I honestly don't see a lot of things that Barkey can respond with outside of just scoring it on him. He's just been consistently killing him. And quite frankly, I don't know how Cornell can respond. Gladly, I'm not on their team. Whenever Speedy starts switching accents, it typically goes for Simpsons. He just likes the blue better, and it comes off the tongue just all the way. We're seeing J-Bolt go up for the top, able to get a flick there, but stopped by Gisoli, stopped and pancaked out so Jacob can go for the little bounce play, blocked at the last second by Jacob. No, Forgetful was the block at the last second there. Flux able to try and stop this thing. Looks like a double miss there, maybe some cross wires between J-Bolt and Flux, but Forgetful able to finally push this thing out. Rizzoli is there once again to stop any type of play that Forgetful can push off. Flux trying to get something going. Jacob trying to do the thing, and now we're back to a regular voice. We're all over the place currently, but there's quite a bit of action going into the last 30 seconds here. 4-0. How do you think Cornell's going to respond, if there's any response left at all?
You know, we will see. For a minute, they were kind of holding it in the middle. Let's see how the scales tip at this point. Let's see if they can score that other point. They're getting close, but honestly, it makes sense that you might like blue because it is a common color for sure. And it looks like Simpsons took that round. Great job, Simpsons.
We just witnessed a wild ride of Cornell on the back foot and unfortunately falling flat on the back of their heads. And quite frankly, I don't really know what they were thinking with the level of defense and aerial pressure we were seeing so far. We definitely saw Jacob and Barkey going back and forth, and you will hear me waffle his name a lot. I am definitely an NBA fan, and Barkley rolls off the tongue like salmon in the night. But also, Barkey is just so close to that. I sometimes mix up the L's with the K. So bear in mind, I'm doing my best. But Jacob and Barkey going back and forth consistently throughout this entire bout. It's pronounced Jazzoli, as we just got corrected by our gracious and beautiful producer. So we're going to try and make sure that we have 2 Z's in there, even if we only see 1. It's not our fault he didn't spell it on the correct sense. But we're going to continue with this information and try not to waffle that as much as I waffle Barkey's name. But yes, I don't understand the level of loss we saw there, but we're going to go ahead and hop into the next game. Hopefully we see a more competitive there's no another correction, there's no E, it's just Jazzol.
Honestly, You're doing great, Sparky. I mean, Speedy. See, even I can get it mixed up sometimes. But as we saw, Simpsons definitely came in with the aggression last round. Let's see if we can see Cornell getting back some of that aggression. It looks like they are as they're holding the ball. But now, Sparky was coming back.
And I guess I used the wrong accent. I was trying to do the Uncle Ira quote. Sometimes when you meet aggression with water, you just make a bigger splash. Sometimes you have to meet aggression with peace. And that way, what was that? No,
and
hold
that's
on.
Why Jacob scored just now.
Wait, no, because J-Bolt actually blocked this. I don't understand how Jacob's shot actually went in. We just witnessed Rocket League logic, guys. I don't know what I just witnessed.
It's almost like Cornell helped them to get that point just now.
In all means and forms and facets, J-Bolt was robbed of that block. That should have been a clear pop out, but it just ended up being a floater pop in, unfortunately. I don't know how that worked, guys, but we're using Rocket League logic and physics right now, so don't worry about the geometry.
A little bit. I mean, I guess you could call that a goalie L. I'm not too sure, but right now we're seeing some good defense from Simpsons. And they're having possession of the ball right now as well.
Yes, according to, I guess, Rocket League calculations, he honestly could have just got good and it would have been all the way out. So that makes sense to me. We're going to go ahead and hop back into the action, though, instead of just quick fire joking, because we've been on the bit for a bit.
Yeah.
But, we're looking at 1-0 right now. Simpson's able to carry this thing fully out. We're looking as Flux, Jazzoli, and pretty much, I did it again, Jazzol. Oh, that's how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. That's exactly how it's going to go down. Jazzol is going up to try and make something happen right now. Able to try and get a pinch off of Barkey. Not able to get it to fall. Flux coming off that corner, able to get a beautiful pass there and finished by J-Bolt. And that is the first Cornell score we've seen tonight.
Cornell's coming back, maybe for this second round. They were really fighting for that ball in this section of the game, and they finally scored.
Yes, we're going to see how they transition on the field. That looks like a kickoff win. Successful goal for Cornell as a response.
Insane goal. They hit it right off the start of the round.
Yes, the this brings up a patented argument from my last Rocket League co-caster about the differences in power between if it makes sense to win a kickoff or not, and we just witnessed as it did. Another kickoff goal there, not immediately afterwards, but he was ready off of the flick, finished by Jacob.
For sure. I think that first round really got under their skin, and now they're kind of awake. They got that espresso in them, and they're ready to go.
You think we may have witnessed a Cornell college just saying, you know what, just give them the game. It's already 4-0 and 2 minutes. Let's just give it to them and come back stronger next round.
Exactly.
Forget the announcers. Don't give them anything to cast.
Right off the rip, right off the kickoff.
Yeah, this is the first time we're not seeing a straight off the kickoff goal between these two. Cornell able to get 2 in off of that kickoff. Jeez, brother. But like I said, it was sparking an argument we had with another the co-caster we used to have on this little Rocket League excursion. He was saying that the kickoff goals or the kickoff wins don't really add up to the overall experience that you can see in Rocket League, that it's more important for you to fight for that mid game than to actually try and win the kickoff. And as immediately as he said that, he also ate his words because they want a kickoff goal. So I'm still gonna be of the same vein that kickoff goals make the money.
I mean, it definitely makes for a fast round. As you can see, when they're fighting for it, you never really know which direction they're gonna go until they spark up some good defense over here.
And also very important, even though we're seeing Flux on a more risky look here, you gotta have juice if you're gonna block the goal. Flux ended up in the goal with nothing left, able to pop it to the right, but not able to fully clear it. Forgetful in the same situation, and it ended up just getting double smacked straight back into the hands of Jacob.
All right, so we see a good kickoff start from Cornell. Now I think Jacob's got a handle on the ball at this point. And Jacob scores. He is on a roll here.
That sideways miss. Oh, that looked bad. Let's look at the replay. Oh. I know someone's screaming in Cornell's chat right now. How did you miss that? I wasn't in position. No.
You know, they might have been able to pop that out, but they just didn't get it in on time.
We are watching a team crumble. Cornell is doing, it felt like absolutely nothing to respond to this kickoff win that Simpson's had off of this play, and they're just firing shot after shot. And it doesn't look like Cornell has a lot of juice to actually push this thing out either. You're just looking at the perfect pass plays over and over again. 10 seconds left, 4-2. I don't think there's much we can see that Cornell does to get back on this one.
And Jacob scores again? Man, what is this guy doing?
In the last second! Oh no, dude!
Within the last 30 seconds, he did that.
Literally a second left on the timer, guys. Jacob for a last cheeky score to seal it.
That was a devious play from Simpson.
We're seeing smack talk in chat, brother. J Bolt is upset. You're hearing it live here. J Bolt put in chat, student driver, please be patient.
You know, I wonder if they have skins that have that.
Oh.
They should add that to the game.
I feel like it probably is one of, so you see underneath Jacob and Gisoli's name, they have season 17 Grand Champion, Supersonic Legend. You can actually put any type of tag underneath that, and I think student driver is actually one of them that you can like put under there. Now, please be patient. You know, that's a special request. You probably have to win a couple tournaments for that one, but
yeah, this is a pretty fast game for that, so I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're looking at. Someone who's casted grand champions, they actually do a bit more waiting than what you think. It's all thought process of I'm gonna try and hit this ball in the way that anything I touch is going to be an opportunity for a goal for the other team. So there typically is a bit more of a waiting game, specifically so they're every speck of boost, every speck of juice that they got is for scoring or defending. Scoring or defending. That is literally it.
Right.
It's only for the demo right there. Tough. But we got Flux going straight in. Smack the stuff out of Flux for that play there. Zoli trying to go something. I did it again. Jazol! Jazol trying to do something for his team. Able to get that flick, but blocked by J-Bolt at the last second. No ting there, no ting. We need the ting, guys. We need the ting.
That was quite devious.
Devious indeed. We're watching as Forgetful tries to set something up for Cornell to follow that deviation, but Barkey's there to stop all type of play sets there off the double tap there. J-Bolt trying to put something towards the goal and overall blocked by Jazol to the point where it's pretty much a shot attempt there. Flux for little hop, skip, and jump there, though, able to get it over and trying to set something. Forgetful able to push it forward for an attempt. If there's anyone in the air right now, nope. And Jazol able to just push this thing out. We got Forgetful trying to make something happen, able to get that stop for Jazol center. Flux trying to set something forward. Is there going to be a double tap? And blocked by Barkey. Barkey trying to go up for something. Oh, is it the double tap? Almost a triple tap there, but not able to get it far enough down in the goal or for the ting, so we're both disappointed in different ways.
That was pretty close. They had some good passes, but I don't know. They didn't really work out in their favor.
It sucks when the cookie crumbles in the end. Flux going up for it, trying to set something off that wall. Blocked straight down by Barkey to try and for another shot. J-Bolt trying to get this thing off the roof. Able to get it down, but pushed out by Jazol at the last second. And Jacob trying to do the same thing, trying to push it back over there, able to get a good pass, but blocked by J-Bolt again. J-Bolt saying, I'm tired of you scoring on us. Forgetful up in the air, stopping that play again. Flux for the cross play, and we're going to see if there's any type of response here. We're still looking at 0-0. Things are starting to ramp up a little bit more. Team shot after team shot, pass after pass, and block after block. We're going to see how they respond. Who do you think is going to be the first one to score, Lala?
I don't know. I see a lot of good synergy between Cornell's teammates, but the defense from Simpson is kind of just fire in this game. So first point, I'm kind of betting on Jacob over here.
Jacob is going off of a triple block spree. Just everything that's been shot has been blocked by Jacob in one way, form, or the other. Flux has been doing great with these cross chops too, definitely keeping Simpson on their toes. But there's just not much response from either team. Both just stopping the ball. It's not mid-game play this time. It is all in front of the goal. And you know this is where Jacob is the most dangerous. But for some reason, there is just as much danger coming from Cornell too. It's like it took them 3 games to get there, but they're here and not letting anything go down. Jacob once again up in the air, trying to get the double reset, stopped by Flux again. Jazol setting it center, but blocked and cleared by J-Bolt. And Barkey's trying to get something up. He's trying to go for it. Able to get the double touch. We get a triple and got the cheeky sire flip there. And Jacob able to try and get something down. Flux not able to fully get his hand on it, but got some juice at the last second. Able to push it out with a little toot of juice. And J-Bolt was another block at the last second. J-Bolt saying, get that out of my goal. That's mine. And Barkey going up for another one off that cross pitch, trying to get a little spin shot there, but another demo for the backup there, Forgetful, making sure that there's nothing that they can follow up with this. And we're seeing a different Cornell team. What do you think was the most impactful thing you've seen so far? Ting, baby!
I think Cornell was being a little bit shy with their skills in the beginning, but now they're really showing off. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see a point come out of this in the last 10 seconds. We only have a little bit left in this round. And it looks like Giselle came through for Simpson.
Pass you shall receive is all we just witnessed. After a 4-minute and 54-second volley, Simpson's able to smack this in with a side corner flick, making it extra cheeky for the last second. Looks like there's a set center and knockdown at the last second. Simpson's taking this bout fully. Giselle standing on the top, head held proud, carrying his team to the end.
And you did see Flux try to get that block at the end, but Giselle was just too quick with it and was able to come through for his team.
Man, we just witnessed a clean sweep, and I don't have a lot of commentary left for that. We saw a different Cornell team in that game 3 that probably would have been a lot better to see earlier on. Just hard play by play, defensive by defensive, block by block, shot attempt by shot attempt, Flux cross trap into nothing. So it's wild to see a team just sell the first 2 games, is what it felt like, and then come back with that level of defensive presence and not do anything with that.
Yeah. I mean, it maybe would have been good if they were able to bring that energy at the forefront of the game, but they were doing really great in that 3rd round. They were fighting for a while just to get that first goal, and yeah, I don't have that much commentary on that either, other than they were really close to blocking that, but they were a little bit too late. I think it was a good
old, what we were seeing in the first 2 games, the wires got crossed in that last play again. So they had a defender on top. I couldn't tell if it was, I think that was the first play that Flux wasn't pushed up to the mid area, and he was actually on the top frame of the goal. And J Bolt was on the left side trying to get some juice. Forgetful was trying to get back, and it just, no one was there. I have a better question for you. We're gonna head towards the winners block here. So who do you think was the MVP on Simpson's side? Because everybody was carrying some weight in this. Are we gonna go with the hardest to pronounce name, Giselle?
I was gonna say
Barky. I said it right this time. It's like,
no, you did great.
Jacob.
Honestly, I feel like all 3 of them were pulling their weight really great throughout the entire game. But honestly, I saw a lot of great passes between Jacob and Barky, but ultimately I saw a lot of goals from Giselle. And yeah, it's really hard to pick an MVP because they had such good synergy with each other. But what are your thoughts?
I actually was gonna vote for Jacob on this one. His pretty much every clear he made, so that's like a literal his block from their side of the goal to the other side, majority of the times he touched the ball, they all went into a position to where Simpsons could attack immediately. Like, I want to say that out of everyone we were seeing so far, Jacob is probably the closest one to a grand champ that we were seeing. Now that's not to discount Giselle, and that's not to discount Barky, because they both pulled their own weight. They did their thing.
Absolutely.
Jacob was fluid throughout the entirety of that. Whether that was patience, like we were talking about, which is kind of a difficult thing to ask for in Rocket League because of how fast it is, but whether that was patience as far as waiting to hit this thing at the perfect moment to make sure this is a shot at all. Like, this is always possibly a shot, and if you're not blocking it, it's going in. I saw more of that in Jacob. Gisoli, sorry, I did it again. I had it right for like 3 times. Gisole, Jazzle, or we're on one of those. Definitely pulled a lot more of the shot weight overall. So I can see why that would be your MVP. So we have a bit of a split decision here. If you guys have a different opinion, please leave your opinion down in chat. This is also the perfect segue to do nothing but thank the people that helped make this entire thing with MEC possible. We want to thank Parallel. We want to thank Alexis's Lemonade Stand. And of course, who would be more remiss than to thank Corsair as well? We want to thank all of these beautiful sponsors, because we could not do this at this level and with this production without you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you. We do not have an interview today, though, so we actually are probably gonna just close out right here with the ad read. So once again, I'm not sure if this is your first or second ad read, Lala, but I do it a little different than the rest of the casters. I give them a production style, a narration style ad read. So that's what we're gonna experience here. I hope you guys all lock in and we're ready to go.
A little spice, if you will.
Yes, a little bit of seasoning. That's all right, Colin. I'm from Louisiana, so.
Go for it, Speedy.
Yes. Chef Speedy, actually. But we're going to go ahead and get into the ad read. Alexa's Lemonade Stand Foundation, ALSF, emerged from the front yard lemonade stand of 4-year-old Alexandria Alex Scott, who was fighting cancer and wanted to raise money to find cures for all children with cancer. By the time Alex passed away at the age of 8, she had raised $1 million. Since then, the foundation bearing her name has evolved into a worldwide fundraising movement and the largest independent childhood cancer charity in the U.S. ALSF is a leader in funding pediatric research projects across the globe and providing programs to families affected by childhood cancer. For more information, please visit alexslemonade.org. Once again, that's alexslemonade.org. And we also have our sponsors at Parallel, a TCG company. Do you like card games? Do you like board games? Do you like board games that move? Do you like things that make the shiny? Well, do we have a game for you? Brought to us by our brilliant friends over at Epic. They have created a game called Parallel. It's a tabletop game to where you can use NFTs to move around and do things, whether that's in a D&D style or your own style. Why don't you go and try out the beta and see if it's something that you like? But thank you so much for being here with this stream. I've been joined here by Lala. Any closing thoughts, any words of wisdom, pearls of wisdom, or just telling people what to do? You can do that right now. This is your seat. This is your power. You can do anything. You can do all of the above. What would you say?
Well, first of all, I just want to again say thank you so much to our sponsors for allowing this production and stream today. But also I want to thank Speedy for being a great co-caster and all of his personalities, because that's what made this stream so entertaining. And but yeah, that's pretty much my closing thoughts. Great job, Simpsons and Cornell. You guys have both crushed it. Jacob, you carried. Great job.
She just went with. Did you just pull a Twilight? Just slowly just go. Team Jacob.
Bella, where the hell have you been, Logan?
Oh no! Not Jacob. No. We're gonna do thank you to definitely it's Team Jacob. It's definitely Team Jacob. Anyways,
Even though I'm Team Edward.
Okay, but thank you to all that attended and all that have attended. I hope to see you guys the rest of the week as we cast over this amazing tournament we have going, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Grab some water, hydrate, do better than what we're doing because we were just talking the entire time, don't forget to wear your seatbelt, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
And if you want, bye bye.
Hey, my name is Ali.
Bunny Hopper.
Hello, my name is RDU.
Fino here.
Thais.
Lambi series here.
Even though most people know me as a streamer, I used to be a high-level competitor in Hearthstone.
Two-time Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals finalist, one-time champion, Yu-Gi-Oh! World semi-finalist, former Hearthstone Grandmaster.
Became world champion in 2022 and also won the global team championship.
2 times the European championship.
When I found Parallel,
I
immediately fell in love with the science fiction world that they created.
The depth and the details in it really stand out to me.
It's space art, it's gorgeous. The lore, Space Wars, super interesting.
I think overall the game of Parallel is what is the strong part.
The mana system, the cards.
Deck building around the Paragon's strengths.
Some things are a little bit stronger, but the strongest decks are also very skillful.
The deck allows us to trade the assets. I can send my friends decks and cards or my viewers cosmetics.
The banking system especially as a new mechanic.
The banking system.
One of the best decks we've seen in the mana system in any card game.
It's already adapting into tournament modes.
The community is pretty awesome.
The Parallel community and team has always been so wonderful to me.
I've been a lot of fun playing Parallel. I think you can also have a lot of fun playing Parallel.
Try Parallel, guys.
I love this game.
Alex's Lemonade Stand was founded by my daughter Alex in our front yard when she was 4 years old. She decided she would have a lemonade stand, but instead of keeping the money, she would give it to her doctors so they could help kids like her. And she was able to reach her $1 million goal. She passed away 2 weeks later. She was 8 and a half.
Caster is just a